Hey people, Karina here. Kind of looking a little greasy. Okay, I just got off from work, okay? And as you can see by the title of this video, things waiters think about. This is about to be like on some otherness, probably. Okay, because all waiters don't think about the same things. Now, some of us, or some of y'all that are actually young, I mean, some people wait tables for different reasons. Me, I do it because it's quick funds. You know, you could see people that be like, oh, pray and everything like that. But y'all know what? Faith without works is dead, okay? So you got to get your work on, okay? You can't be like praying for money and then don't go out and like try to apply yourself, go and make your way prosperous, okay? You gotta do something. You can't just sit there like eat Cheetos on the couch all day long, like extra hot Cheetos with some ranch. Okay, that's my thing on my off day. Like, don't judge me. Anyway, I'm gonna hit up those hot Cheetos with ranch tomorrow, since I have to be off tomorrow. Okay. But anywho, let me just go ahead and get to the video. Some things that waiters think about when we go home. Young ones, y'all go out, party, whatever, you get home, you be like, wow, tonight was a good night, blah, blah. Probably gossip about your co-workers, whatever, like that. I don't judge, okay? Everybody do what they do. Like I said a couple minutes ago, I wait tables because it is quick cash. And then anyway, I like to talk to people a lot. So I think I will go nuts, okay? Nuts, not nuts, but nuts, okay? Freaking nuts. If I had to work in a job where I could not interact with people, because I love people, I love most people, okay? Sometimes some things get a little bit too much to bear, which brings me straight back to the topic, okay? Some things waiters think about, like sometimes we think about what was the best moment of the day, and sometimes we think about, okay, what was the crappiest moment of the day. See, I'm gonna try to make this video to where I'm not like using any profane words and stuff like that, because you got some people who will be like, oh, you're not safe if you say this, if you say that, or whatnot like that. I don't know what you do outside of what you do, okay? The thing is, we're not where we work, okay? Put it like that. I mean, I seen a customer one day outside of work, and she was like, oh, you look so familiar from somewhere. I don't know where I know you from. And I was like, I know where I know you from. Let me give you a hint. And she was just, and I'm like, yeah. And this was her like trying to snap me over to the table as if I'm some kind of servant. Servant and server are two different things, okay? Two different things. Servants are paid, sometimes not paid, to follow you around like all day. And, you know, they pretty much fetch everything that you want, you know, from your dry cleaning to this, that, whatever, to that, whatever. Okay, server. We serve your food that you order. And if you don't understand what you're ordering, don't get mad at the server. Like, you're reading the menu. You have a 6-figure income. But you mean to tell me you cannot read the ingredients on the salad? You will look at the menu and be like, so what does it come with? It comes with what's on the menu, okay? Sometimes waiters feel like that you, the customer, don't think that we're human. Okay, like I had an experience today. It was like, what the heck was up with that, okay? Like, you'll get some customers who will be like, okay, common sense. You see, I'm a waiter. Don't ask me, have I traveled the world? Have I went to Italy? Have I went to Paris? Have I went to France? Have I went to anywhere? Don't ask me that, child. I am paying payments to my dentist right now to get reconstructed, almost done, okay? But that's probably like not your business, okay? If I choose to share whatever I'm doing with my money with you, it's not your business if I don't tell you, okay? And if I tell you my business, just understand that this just means that I found you to be a little trustworthy, tiny bit, just social conversation. I mean, every conversation doesn't have to be like a one-upper conversation. You don't have to look down on servers because they're there serving you food. I mean, it's like this. I don't know what you did in your younger years to make your money, but everybody doesn't have savings bonds and stocks and a home servant named Jeeves, okay? Look here, take it down a notch. I probably should have said this was like a take it down a notch video. It's really not, but we don't know where it's about to go. But look here. I dislike so much when some customers come in and make like you are like beneath them because you're serving them. But it's like, wait a minute, I thought you were a humanitarian. I thought you were just like into doing stuff for people. You talk about your church and what you're doing at the mosque or the synagogue or the chapel or wherever you are, okay? How you gonna call yourself to be a spiritual person and you sitting there judging folks by what they do? Okay, see me outside of work in regular clothes and be like, oh, how you doing, ma'am? And then you see me at work and be like, child, that don't fly with me, okay? It's been a long day. And I know some of y'all waiters are probably like, not me right now. I mean, not me at this moment. Not me. Yeah, just not me. Setting up at the moment, probably chug-a-lugging some beers, talking mad crap, okay, about all the people who did dirt. I'm sitting here sober, sleepy, but sober, telling y'all I do not like to be looked at as a freaking peasant by somebody who felt like that because you can come sit down and eat a $14 salad or a $12 appetizer that you are like so much well-to-do than me. It's like, you don't need to, I mean, you can't buy common sense. I mean, I've seen people who had money but no common sense. I've seen people who had common sense and no money. I mean, a lot of times these things don't just go together. I mean, it should. I feel like if you can't like treat people like they're humans and you treat animals better than you treat people that you meet around you, I don't think you should have money. I just don't. I don't think you should. That's just me. That's probably just my opinion. But yeah, I don't like when you go, I got $20. So we're going to do a countdown right now. We're going to see if you are worthy of this $20, okay? Let me not hold it upside down. This was actually like the biggest tip I got today. I mean, it's going toward bills, but I mean, I thank you, and the Lord thanks you for giving, okay? I'm being silly, but I'm being so serious. I really, really, really hate that when people act as if I'm gonna dance a jig for you. Dance a jig for them to get $20, okay? First of all, You don't get to treat people that way just because you're sitting somewhere. Because, like I said in a past video, you might be sitting up looking like hi, but you could be leaning down on that porcelain throne, messing with some people. Okay, just treat people how you want to be treated. That's all. It's not hard to do. I mean, seriously, do you want to be treated like crap? Because you don't know what'll happen. Maybe your husband die, or maybe somebody like rob you on the street. Maybe anything can happen to you. You know, for an individual to be acting like they feel like they're above you and you're beneath them because you're a server. I love what I do, okay? I love what I do. But sometimes I just want to throw your salad in your face. Sometimes. Everybody that say they super duper holy, I'm telling you, everybody got a button in them. Everybody has that one little, like you pluck a hair out and just, everybody has that one little hair that can just fall on something and it's just crazy, okay? Everybody has triggers. Everybody has things that, you know, can get to them or not get to them. You just shouldn't do dirty stuff to people, okay? This is things waiters think about, all right? Now, another thing we think about is the customers we just love the crap out of. I have some customers who own their own businesses, some customers who are just pretty well off, and they're pretty much they're human. They act human, you know. They don't treat people inhumane. I mean, and I found out what was really in some people after we had Harvey last year, and Harvey hit Texas like really jacked up, like a lot. Okay, where I live, it didn't flood hard. Okay, it flooded a little bit, but it didn't really flood like super crazy. And then, I mean, I was gonna move from where I live, but at the same time, I was like, you know what? It don't flood over here. I think I'm gonna stay. And I guess the apartments just said, hey, we can go up on the rent because it don't flood over here, so people will pay more to live in this area. You know what? Yeah, I'll pay a little bit more as long as I'm not like flooded out or whatever. But at work though, we was flooded out for like a week at work. So I ended up having to work night shift instead of day shift because they were closed during the day because they were trying to like do repair stuff. And when they did open on the night shift, it was like, it was strategic. That's all I can say. I mean, 'cause it's hard to explain how it ended up opening, but it was strategic. But here's the thing. Some people were like, some of the people that had lost their homes, they were like, oh, I'm so grateful I still have my life. I'm so grateful I still have my family. I'm so grateful that, you know, now that they're rebuilding our house and we're eating this and eating that, you know, while we're waiting on this and waiting on that. I just had mad respect. Man, yawning. Okay, this video finna be over with because I gotta go take care of me, okay? Good thing the house clean because I ain't doing nothing. Not tonight. But yeah, I'm about to cut this video real short. Some people were grateful that they had somewhere to lay their head while their houses were being rebuilt, and other people just act so ungrateful. They're like, why is God forsaking me? Why has I lost this and that? You got money in the bank to rebuild, honey. Why are you crying over things? I mean, if I had a penny for everything I've ever lost in life, child, I'd be a gazillionaire, okay? Yes, I said it, cajillionaire, okay? But, I mean, once I saw what was in some people, and they were thankful for their lives, and they didn't seem to be, you know, tripping on, like, tangible things, This is how you can tell what's in folks and how they're going to treat people. But if you take things away from a person and then they just act like life is freaking over, but they still got their family and they still got their life and they have somewhere to lay their heads and they're being rebuilt, or I actually met a woman who was boo-hooing about the fact that because she lost her house, she had to go take money out of her bank account to go rent an apartment. Oh, boo-hoo. Some people couldn't even do that, honey. You need to be thanking God that you had somewhere to live after all that. I mean, stuff waiters think about. I mean, we think about the grateful. We think about the ungrateful. We just think about, stuff people tell us, and we, if we can use it in our lives, we take it and we use it in our lives. But if we can't take it and use it in our lives, look at it and be like, okay, do I really want that attitude towards life because this or that happened? No. I mean, I learned what to be and I learned what not to be by watching other people. People will teach you stuff. People watching will teach you stuff. Don't assume that everybody that you meet that has money has their head on together straight, okay? Be humble. Sit down somewhere and be humble, okay? Because I bet you, if you lost everything, you would think it would be beneath you to go and get a 9-to-5 job. A lot of people who do certain jobs don't really want to do them. But sometimes when you are pushed in the corner, you gotta do what you gotta do. And yeah, you can pray and stuff, but you gotta get up and do something. Scrub a toilet, take an order, do something. And like I said, I like what I do. And I'm just moving up the ladder slowly but surely, to different things, I've always wanted to own my own. And thankful that I'm clearing up some credit issues. Because sometimes when you're young, you do stupid stuff and you try to mess up your, not try to mess up your credit, but some things just follow you. And once you get that cleared up and whatnot like that, I mean, whether I own my own or not, I'm going to be a great manager someday. Because when I see people who have that drive in them, I'm not going to overlook that. Okay? Stuff waiters think about. For real. Sometimes we feel like we can do it better. But sometimes we don't know. We feel like, hey, this is training grounds. Gotta start somewhere. I mean, you can't lead anybody if you've never followed, and you can't correct something if you've never made that mistake and came out of it. You can't really lead anybody if you've never followed anybody. So we learn by people watching. That's right, folks. And I'm about to end this video right here because I'm super duper sleepy. I know y'all can see my eyes getting low. Okay? So let me go ahead and wash all day off me. And chillax. Touches all. Talk to you later once I've gotten some sleep and got my thoughts together. So, holla at y'all laters.